Plans are underway for the city of Madison to redesign its bus system by June of next year. It is the largest change they've made in some 23 years.
And after discussing the results of a city-sanctioned equity analysis at a public hearing last night, the planning process has some bus riders concerned. Nicole Herzog reports.
By next year, the time you spend at the bus stop could be getting shorter. But it also means some routes will be cut after the redesign. This was all discussed at last night's public hearing, where transportation planners explained the results of a federally required equity analysis. The analysis studied how often a bus would stop at a person's neighborhood, plus how accessible those bus stops were for minorities in comparison to the general population.
We want to make sure that overall, when we look at large populations, people of color are both benefiting in equal ways compared to white people, and if there are service reductions, that they're not seeing a disproportionate burden compared to white people.
The results of the analysis were mostly positive. 47% of people will be able to travel to more places. People of color and low-income groups will benefit just as much or more than the general population. Another key finding: older people and those with disabilities may benefit less. Because of limited data, city transportation planner Michael Shavala says that statistic is unclear.
We're also just dealing with a relatively small sample size and census data. So census data doesn't really tell you the full picture of how people with disabilities will be served.
Shavala says the city is addressing the problem by adding several bus routes and making sure no residents are left out of the para-transit boundary, which offers accessibility features to people who need them. But because the study was done by the same consultants who created the plan, people are concerned the study is inadequate.
You need an independent reviewer who does not have a conflict of interest and who could point out methodological problems and ask for a different kind of analysis.
President of the Madison Area Bus Advocates, Susan DeVos, also says the virtual-only public hearings put some bus riders at a disadvantage.
You need an independent reviewer who does not have a conflict of interest and who could point out methodological problems and ask for a different kind of analysis.
Overall, Shavala says the city is listening closely to the community and doing the best they can to improve bus service for all. As of now, he says they're looking into a second analysis, but that plan hasn't been confirmed.